And was shot. What do you think, Eddie?
No, I wouldn't know.
Would you look at that face? I mean, he is going to make women across the world drop like flies.
Oh, yeah, it's his eyes, though. Look, he's got the most soulful eyes.
Well, look at his body. And he knows how to make love to the camera. That's the secret. So many beautiful people take the worst pictures because they don't realize you need to seduce the lens.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at the way he looks
I loved that one. I think we should go with that one.
Look, I can see you're kind of busy with Miguel, so I'll just get out of your hair.
Eddie?
You were saying about Sonny? I gotta go.
Where are you going?
I got stuff to do. Besides, I've been here and done this.
I think that was Brenda's way of giving us some space. So, what's your problem?
I don't have a problem.
Really? I just thought I might have detected just slightest tone of jealousy creeping into that beautiful voice of yours. But, I mean, then again, I could have imagined it.
No, you didn't imagine it. All right, I admit it. For a minute there, I just hated seeing you absorbed in another man, even if he's your client.
Good. It'll keep you honest. And maybe it'll force you to expend just a little bit more energy into spending more time with your wife. That would be me.
It's not from lack of desire, you know that.
Yeah, well, it does not keep my toes warm at night. Eddie, I have been really good about not pouting, but, I feel like I haven't had your undivided attention for a long time.
Well, maybe I can change that.
When?
Right now.
Event tonight. Mr. Quartermain?
No comment.
Are you signed up for students?
No comment,
And if
Mr.
so,
Quartermain.
how do you like the event?
I said no comment.
Said
Well,
no
we
comment.
have Ned Ashton and his lovely wife, Catherine Bell Ashton, who
Ashton?
is watching PR.
Hi, Louise.
To shed some light on the future of this Ashton, Ned Ashton, I just wondered if maybe the youth...
No comment.
No, go back.
Yes, no comment at this time. We'll issue a press release shortly. How about you, Mr. Quartermain? Well, looks like Dr. Quartermain has something to say about the current event project. Mr. Ashton, Ned Ashton, I just wondered if
Could we
maybe
stop it right there?
No comment. Norris, could you stop, please, and rewind it to Ned Ashton and freeze frame? Would you like to comment on this, please? We have...
Thanks. What?
It's amazing how much they look alike. But it's obviously not the same person.
The way you're staring at that, you look like you've seen a ghost.
The resemblance is uncanny, but, now that I've had a chance to study it, I can really see the differences. Besides, my ex-brother-in-law is a musician, and Ned Ashton isn't musically inclined, is he?
Not that I'm aware of, darling, but you never know what secrets are behind that little business of his.
Right. Of course, who knows, yeah. Would it be too much trouble to get a copy of this, send it to my sister, She is just going to flip at this resemblance.
Yeah, Norris, could I have like a half inch of that tape of Ned Ashton, please?
Really, no problem. It's, wait right here. I'll go get it, okay?
Great. Thanks.
You've heard some of this before, but here's the, well, no, us guys are doing just fine, thank you.
Well, I only asked because, I saw Ned Ashton on the TV report. He's your grandson, right?
Of course, you know Ned.
I do?
Well, yes, I saw you two leave this very room with my own eyes. He was going to give you some advice about setting up your new company.
I was just telling Brenda's friend here that I know someone who might just book this band of hers. So if we don't get out of here within a minute, we're going to miss it. So,
What's your hurry? Have some coffee.
Yeah, have some coffee.
oh, no. People to see, places to go. But really, carry on for now.
My God, you're like a whirling dervish this morning.
You don't know the half of it.
Wait. Hello, wait, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Mr. Q, thanks for the hospitality.
Bye-bye.
And for the honor. Go ahead.
All right. I do. Of course I do. I could use a little more financial advice. That's what I meant.
Well, frankly, I think you had better ask someone else because Ned has his hands full at the moment. And I had better be going. So excuse me, Lila, dear.
About Ned.
Well, in many ways, he was a classic privileged child. Wealthy parents, my daughter Tracy and Lawrence Ashton. The best of educations in boarding school, which, in classic style, prevented any real intimacy between him and his parents. He was a playboy in Europe and a tennis pro, and he loved to ski the Alps. Then he came home and promptly fell in love with Monica's daughter, Dawn. They were married, but she left him that day. She heard about his affairs, you see. He threw himself into the family business and battled Alan tooth and nail for control. He finally became CEO.
There's a picture of him in the gatehouse with a Jenny.
Jenny, yes. They were married for a while, but I don't think Jenny ever really committed herself to Ned. In any event, they were unhappy. Or should I say they were happier apart.
And now there's Catherine.
Yes, Catherine. Theirs is a match. If not made in heaven, then in the boardroom.
They're not happy?
They make a good show of it. He is trying valiantly.
You like him a lot, don't you?
I love Ned deeply. Well, but he's not without certain faults, of course.
He seems so charming.
Oh, yes. But he can be very determined. He and his grandfather both won't hesitate to use any means available to get what they want.
You know, sometimes people like that find out that they don't want what they have once they have it.
The chase is everything. That's certainly been true of Ned on occasion.
See?
There are two distinct sides of Ned. There's an exuberant, joyful part of him that I'm afraid became submerged beneath his ambition and his sense of duty and responsibility to the family. To make his mark, he's had to emphasize his conservative self.
Does that joyful side ever sneak out? For instance, do you know if Ned was ever interested in music?
How pathetic that you should ask. Yes, as a matter of fact, when he was in boarding school, he went through a phase of rock and roll. His mother had given him classical piano lessons, you see, about the time he was 10. So this quite horrified her. Oh, poor Ned, he hated those lessons. He'd pay the piano teacher out of his scandalously large allowance to cover him while he went out jamming with his band.
Poor Ned.